Hello Class 12 CBSE Computer Science students who are preparing for your compartment examinations next month. This video is here to help you revise and boost your confidence in key concepts. Let's dive in and ensure you are prepared well to crack your examinations. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from our channel. Let's get started. So let us read the question under the dictionary. So they have given my dict is equal to A 27, B 43, C 25, D 30. So here A, B, C and D is your keys and 27, 43, 25 and 30 are the values of those keys. And val A is of empty string. Okay, they have given the empty string. Then they have they are using the for loop for I in my dict. Okay, this is your my dict. For I in my dict, here the values of I represents I is A here. Okay, A, B, C and D respectively. If I is greater than val A, okay, what is I? I is A now. I is greater than val A. So let us consider for I in my dict, and if I is greater than val A, on the first iteration it takes the character A. Okay, it takes the character as what? I as small a, which is greater than val A. What is val A? Val A is your empty string. Yes, it is true, right? If A is greater than this empty string, so A is having the ASCII value. So when comparing that with the empty string, then A is greater, right? After that, what it is happening? Val A is assigned to with I value. What is val A? Val A is equal to I. So what is I? I is A now. And what is val B? Val B is equal to my dict of I. So what is my dict of I? It represents the value of A. So what is the my dict of A here? So what is the value of A? It represents the value 27. This is your first iteration. Okay, on the next iteration, if what it is happening, if I greater than val A, now it moves on to the next iteration. So now I becomes B. Okay, B greater than val A. What is the val A now? Val A is A. So if it is B greater than A, again true. Now what is val A? Val A is equal to I. That is your B. The next val B is equal to, the value of B is 43. On the next iteration, it continues as it is. Okay, then it moves on to C which is greater than B. That is val A is now B now. So we are comparing C with B. It is greater. Now val A is equal to C and val B is equal to the value of C, that is 25. The next is, it moves on to the next iteration T and it compares with C. T is greater than C. Yes, it is true. Now val A is equal to D and val B is equal to the value of D, which is 30. So I am writing 30 here. So the iteration stops here as we are not having any values in the dictionary after D 30. So the iteration is getting stopped out here. Okay, understand? So the main concept is they are asking the question, print val A. Okay, at the last, what it is having? What is the last value of val A? That is the thing it is getting showing here. Okay, what is the last value of A? It is D. Okay, so it will be printing you the value of D at the last. And what is the value of B here? So the value of B at the last is 30. So just it will be printing you 30 on line 2. Okay, and the line 3, what is given? Print 30 in my dict. They are asking you 30 in my dict. So it is checking with 30 in my dict or not. Okay, so this leads to false. Okay, this leads to false. 30 in my dict, it will be checking you the keys. So we are having A, B, C and D only as the keys, but 30 is not having in the key section. So 30 is given in the value part, but it is not considered as a key. So in this section we are having the answer as false. Okay, and then next is my list is equal to list of my dict.items. So this my dict.items, what happens? It will be delivering you key with values in the format of tuple A27, B43, C25 and D as 30. Okay, as it is given in the list format, so it will be encovered with the list brackets. Okay, so this is your my list now. And then the next line says that print my list dot sort. So what is happening? The sort function will be returning you the data type none. So it will be returning you the none value, as because it will be sorting the values in place. Okay, but it will be delivering you the none value, but it will be sort it in the place, as because this sort function will not return the new list. Instead of returning the new list, this sort function will be returning you the none. Okay, and what is the data type? They are asking you what is its data type, so we can write it is a none data type. Okay, the next is last one is print my list of -1. So let us make the indexing for this. So this is your -1, -2, -3 and -4. On -1 we are having D, 30. So print of my list of -1 we will be having D, 30. So this is your answer for this. Hope you all understand this question. So what is the output of line 1 produce? So your answer is D. And what output does line 2 produce? So your answer is 30. And what output does line 3 produce? Your output will be false. And what output does line 5 will be produced? It is D30. And what is the return value from list sort function? Line 4. And what is its data type? So the list sort function always returns none, and its data type is none data type. Let me show you the thing practically. So what is the difference between sort and sorted? Okay, let us have the value of list. Let us have the value of list. List is equal to, we are having some numbers like this. I am writing the numbers in mixed order. Okay. So now we are going to use the sort function for this list. How will you use the sort function? So we are going to store the result here. So result is equal to list.sort. We are using this list.sort function. Okay. Now if we are going to try to print the result, print the result, it will be printing you none. Okay, if I tries to print the list, then it will be printing you the list in the ascending order. That means the sort function, what will do, the sort function will be making the changes in the original list. Okay, so the sort function will be making the changes in the original list, but it will be returning you as none value. Okay, so it will be not returning you the new list. Instead of returning the new list, it is making the place value change in the original list itself. So now what about sorted? So let us see what is sorted function now. Again I am writing the list here. So the list of values here. Now I am using the sorted function, sorted of list. So now it will be delivering you the list which is sorted. Okay. After that, if I tries to write the list, when I tries to print the list, it doesn't change any question. So what is there in the list is produced in this result section in the list. Okay, the sorted function will be makes the changes in place. Okay, but it will not affect the original list. So the sorted function will not affect the original list, but it will be creating the new list and make it sorted. Okay, we are having the two functions, sort function we are having, and sorted. So these are the two important things you need to know. The sort function will not produce a new list, but instead it will be returning you none. But the sorted function, it will be giving you the new list, and it does not affect the original list. So hope you all understand the difference between sort and sorted functions. We'll see on the next video with new different topics. Until then, study well. Thank you.